So, I was scrolling through Twitter the other day, as one does, looking for mangas and art and stuff like that. When I saw one of those posts that are like, this character is how these two characters were like actually in a relationship together, and the writers didn't want them to. And that made me realize, man, some people are bad at reviews. Hello everyone, Rin here, or Alias. And today I shall discuss what makes a good review versus a bad review. I'll start with the good first. A good review should feel like constructive criticism. Basically, you tell someone, hey, this thing you did in your video, you can improve it somehow, or you can improve it by doing this. And, you know, it may take them may take it to heart and improve it. They may ignore it or not. You know, depends on the person. Like, I know my videos could do some improvement. I could add videos instead of static images and stuff like that. I know I could improve. Another thing is your criticism shouldn't feel like you left the person being criticized not wanting to do the thing they were doing ever again. You can't be too harsh on a criticism, but I believe people are smarter than what we give them credit, and I believe someone will know when they're just being a bully, basically. When you're like, this sucks, and there's nothing you can do to make it not suck. Or this sucks, why didn't you think of doing this? You know, there's a way to say stuff. Because that's basically saying, this sucks, and this is how you improve it. But the tone is really good. Tone plays a really big part on anything you criticize. And the last thing is, art is very, very subjective. So a lot of people will take a lot of different messages from stuff. So please try to be as objective as possible. Don't immediately dislike something because you don't personally believe on it. Because you don't personally believe on it. Give it a go. Then you can truly review it. And now this segues into my next part. What makes a review bad, which is what I mentioned when you're being a bully, when you don't give constructive criticism. And the third one, I'm raising 3 fingers, I know I'm wearing a glove. There you go. The third one is when you try to take the message from a movie and make it into something else. You know, the trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. Art is very subjective. That's a great thing about art. So if you take a different message from another person, that's totally fine. There are some movies where that is very, very common. One I can think of right now is The Matrix. You know, the whole red pill versus blue pill, which, depending on who you ask, they take a different meaning. According to the directors, it was about transgenderism originally. But according to some people, it's like, would you rather be an independent thinker or go with the flow, or would you rather be like an alpha male or a beta male? You know, a bunch of random stuff, and that's totally fine. The Matrix is very, very artistic and free to interpret. To me personally, it's about fighting an oppressor. That's what the Matrix was about to me, and the red pill is taking that plunge out of the oppressor's chains into the resistance. That's what the Matrix is to me. And and another reason I've been thinking about this video is all this recent drama with Embrace the Shadows. His Hills Have Eyes video where he says that the cannibals are Native Americans and it's an allegory of them being pushed back to reservations. You know, he said that was one interpretation. And that the white guys were the white race beating them. You know, that's what most people would consider a bad faith interpretation of the message of the movie. Which, I don't even know what the message of the movie is. It's like, your car breaks down, bring a backup car. Like, survive, stick together. It's a horror movie. I don't know what deep message it has. It's a movie about a family that gets stuck and then they have to fight off inbred cannibals in the boonies. And that was a really bad way to criticize a movie, or to review a movie rather, because he wanted this to be the message of the movie, so he had to like twist and turn it into that message. And the more you twist and turn an original message, the less it's gonna stick, you know? Kind of like tape. The more you stick it on stuff, the less sticky it becomes. That also led me to another rabbit hole where I discovered politics really, really rots your brain. If you think of politics 24/7, you're not gonna be a pleasant person. Because you're gonna try to find a deeper meaning in everything. Like, I see this on Twitter all the time. And I know Twitter people are not real people, because real people don't act like this, you know? Remember, the people on the internet are not normal people. Like, I saw a video from a Cheeto recently, where a guy said that Shrek 2 was an LGBT film, which I don't know how you get that message in the first place. It's Shrek 2. It's a parody of fairy tale films. It's, to most people, I assume, it's a movie about how true love has no physical appearance. Like, that was Shrek 1 and Shrek 2. Like, true love knows no beauty, or something like that, you know? Like, you don't have to be pretty. You don't have to be pretty to be in love with someone, basically. It's the better version of Beauty and the Beast, because at the end of Beauty and the Beast becomes a handsome Giga Chad guy instead of staying the Beast, which kind of like undermines the message of beauty. Love has no beauty standards. So I don't know how you get Shrek 2 being an LGBT film from watching it if you don't have politics 24/7 on your brain. And I know I mentioned like two, left-leaning people, how they think with an agenda, but don't you worry, the right-wing people do this as well. Whenever there's a gay character involved, like, they think because there's a gay character, the show immediately pushes an agenda instead of the creator just wanting to make a gay character, which is probably what happens, normally. Now, there's only a point there if it's to fill a diversity quota. When a gay character is introduced and literally the only thing you know is that it's a gay person. Like, no other personality trait. But then that's a valid criticism. That leads into what I was talking about earlier, where they think that the message of the show is gay people are okay instead of whatever the hell the show is. Because they cannot look past their political rotted brain and see that it's a show that just has these characters. These people exist. Just, we're seeing the story through their eyes. So, I'll leave y'all with this message. When you review a movie, push your politics and personal beliefs aside. Try to look at it as objective as possible. Because if you hate something for its politics, that doesn't make it a bad movie. That just makes a movie not for you. It can still be a good movie. You're just not the intended audience. And there's also an easy way to see if you took the wrong message from a movie. Ask someone that saw the same movie what the message was, and see how long it takes them to explain. If your explanation for the message is more than double that, then you took the wrong message, If you ask me what Shrek is about, it's about love has no beauty standards. If you then tell me it's about some LGBT stuff that you have to see behind the curtain, behind all of these character tropes and all these mannerisms to see, then that's not the message of the movie. That's your personal belief wanting to be in the movie. If the movie is vague, then it's valid to do that stuff, Like, I already used The Matrix, so a new one, Joker. What was Joker about? To me, it's just about. To me, I take the movie at face value. It's about a guy that got a shot at killing someone that made fun of him, and he did. To other people, it's about society oppressing, maladapted people, which I guess I can see it. I can see it, but I shouldn't be able to. But if your message is not able to be seen until you give a 30-minute explanation with a whole wiki and works cited, then that's probably not the message of the movie. Well, that was a video. I know it was a quick one, but it's what's been on my mind lately. I guess that Embrace the Shadows video hasn't left my brain. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. This is the first time I'm saying it. I always leave it at the end. This has been Ren, our alias. Bye bye.